Hello everyone and welcome to our lead presentation. My name is Angela Patron and joining me today is Justin Deering. We are both Fieldsmart agronomists out of Outlook and Davidson. We are going to be going through the seeding portion of the lead event and digging further into the agronomic benefits of the John Deere C650 and 850 cart systems, as well as the P500 air drill tools. So there are four main key agronomic factors to seeding success that we're going to be focusing on today. These include your seeding window, your correct rate, nutrient uptake, and uniform emergence. Having consistent seed and fertilizer placement will help improve crop establishment by promoting good early season plant health, lower input costs by reducing overlaps or skips and misses, increase profits by improving your ROI, and optimize overall farm efficiencies. So those four factors that contribute to success are finding the right seeding window, using that correct rate, helping improve nutrient uptake, and promoting uniform emergence. Seeding window is a very important part in profitable yields. Seeding early versus late, providing that crop conditions allow for it, is a low-cost way to increase your yield and profit from the crop. Once you've passed the optimal window, research shows a potential yield reduction up to 1.7% per day for canola, and a 10% yield penalty when seeding 10 days or more after the recommended seeding dates for spring wheat. While growers know that they want to seed early, seeding date is often dictated by factors outside of their control. So the risk of frost is always in the back of a Saskatchewan farmer's mind, especially when trying to push the seeding window early. So damage varies with crop's ability to withstand frost. Cereals tend to have more resilience towards frost since the growing point is below the ground until approximately that 5-leaf stage. Peas and lentils are also more frost tolerant because they have buds that are usually below ground during early development. Whereas with your canola, mustard, and flax, the growing point is above the ground between the cotyledons and are very susceptible to spring frost damage. The field has to be fit for equipment, so depending on the amount of snow, runoff, soil texture, spring precipitation, temperature, slope, or residue, the soil must fill in properly over the furrow and packers. Seed placement and seed to soil contact suffer, resulting in inconsistent seed depth and uneven emergence, if not seeded at the preferred conditions. Pre-burn herbicide applications to control winter annuals and cool season weeds may push back the seeding dates, especially when the grower wants to make sure weather is warm enough to ensure good herbicide uptake. And that soil temperature for germination and seedling growth. So some best practices to mitigate seeding early risks include using seed treatments. Germination and emergence are slower at lower temperatures, and germinating seeds are subjected to disease organisms on the seeds and in the soil for longer periods of time. The largest benefits are seen on early seeded fields. Using seed treatments gives your crop every opportunity to germinate and establish healthy plants. Using better quality seed. Emerging seedlings need to keep any extra energy. Farmers who have seed of differing quality should plant the better seed into the earlier planting window. Early seeded crops benefit from seed row applied starter phos fertilizer. Yield and maturity benefits from a seed row phosphate are maximized in an early seeding situation, always following your safe seed rates. Early weed control, it's essential for attainable yields. Plan to spray early to remove weed competition if a preceding burn-off is not accomplished because of a lack of weed growth. And your time management. Time management on an equipment efficiency side can expand the seeding window and alleviate a lot of stress on the grower. John Deere provides growers resources and tools to help get their investment in the ground faster and with more accuracy to overall increase yields and limit their costs. With time being at the essence at seeding time, it is very important to look at your equipment choice for efficiency opportunities. With a large 850 bushel capacity, the C850 air cart can accurately cover 170 acres per fill, easily covering an entire quarter section. The wireless controlled hydraulic conveyance with low profile hopper allows for 100 bushels per minute. 16-inch belt with 12-inch tube can fill the entire unit in as quickly as 20 minutes. Fills the entire tank from one spot with a 5 pivot point control arm. It has dedicated low rate tank, which means the C850 is a mini bulk capable, with a 50 bushel capacity or seed bag fill from lower platform. It also includes single sliding lids per tank with oversized openings remaining out of the way when filling, contouring to that tank. You can calibrate the C850 tank. I guess this also, these all apply to the C650 tank as well, on the cart side display without going back to the cab to input data. ActiveCal makes it a lot easier to deliver seed and fertilizer with confidence. And connecting your machine with your John Deere Operations Center account allows you to turn valuable information into a profitable plan of action, allowing you to collect, review data, including machine utilization. Talking to your local Fieldsmart agronomist to see how they can help you connect your operations account and further understand your land through your collected data. The additional P500 drill tool also includes similar efficiency opportunities. The easy tower access with the towers located along the back of the machine, seed and fertilizer towers and runs are much more accessible. Quicker adjustments such as packer pressure and fertilizer tip force is adjustable in the cab and can be done on the go rather than manually. The P576 increases productivity by saving up to 6 passes per quarter section compared to the P556 tool. The frame is composed of cast components and lattice sections, adding firmness to the tool, increasing the frame life and durability. The wing flex is designed for 15 degrees up and 10 degrees down on all sections to help follow the ground contours. Another important factor in profitable yields is the correct rate. So as we all know, optimal seeding rates are key to achieving successful yields for any crop or operation. Even though we may calculate and know the optimal seeding rates, it is very important that our equipment is applying those correct rates. The C800, C850 cart and P500 drills make it easier for you to feel confident in placing the correct rate. The John Deere AirPower 2 fan drive has 2 independently controlled fans for more accurately delivery rates across the seeding tool. Fan speed increased accuracy to apply 550 pounds of product per acre at 5.5 miles per hour on a 15-degree slope. Some main benefits of the AirPower 2 fan drive include greater consistency across the entire drill, more uniform seed emergence, more flowering in canopy, and greater yields. Air tank pressure is easily monitored from the cab. Pressure adjustments are easily made with the valves on the left-hand side of the cart. Putting more product down at a higher speed allows you to push those yield goals and increase seeding confidence. More accurate seed distribution across the entire drill optimizes seeding and fertilizer rates. You can easily calibrate quickly without jumping back and forth to the tractor using ActiveCal technology. Tank scales with ActiveCal options allow you to calibrate from your cab in just minutes. The more frequently you calibrate your seeding equipment, the more accurate it will perform. With ActiveCal, you can do the calibration from your cab and minimize the variation in product metering. It only takes minutes, so there is no need for back and forth trips to the cart. The best part is that ActiveCal is designed to recalibrate itself throughout your workday, to give you the confidence in changing product weight and weather conditions. So the process to calibrate the implement starts with the Gen 4 display in the work setup page, where the operator defines the product types, rates, and selects meter rollers. Based on the information entered into the work setup page, a pre-configured meter displacement value, MDV, will populate per meter. An initial manual calibration will give the most accurate MDV to start with. However, the pre-configured MDV will be a good starting point for the growers who do not wish to manually calibrate. The operator engages active cal while the equipment is stationary by selecting the button on the screen, and then they can begin seeding. When enough product has been metered out, typically after about 8 to 12 acres, the Gen 4 command center will prompt the operator to stop when convenient to do so. At that time, the data points are calculated and a new MDV with percent difference is displayed on the screen. The operator can accept or reject the new MDV. If accepted, the system automatically calibrates to the new MDV. If rejected, the system continues at the previously calibrated numbers. The P500 drills all offer great confidence in applying the correct rate. Relative flow blockage systems allow the ability to view relative material flow when comparing towers. Complete new interface for quick assessments of run blockage. It's available on all P and N series drills. Sensors on all primary towers and secondary hoses monitor the relative product flow, giving you a better view of the flow rate of both seed and fertilizer from the cart to the opener from the inside of the cab. This technology can help you identify any problems before any potential blockage occurs, and it increases your confidence in applying your correct rates. So section command is an effective solution that reduces cost overlaps and skips that wasted seed and fertilizer, while offering more consistent fields that improve the potential of your yield. Individual meter sections control commodity flow. You are able to maintain the right application rates and row-to-row accuracy. This helps stimulate even crop emergence during a growing season and promotes consistent crop maturity at harvest. Section command controls output from all meters on the cart up to 8 sections. Using variable rate seeding prescription removes the guesswork for determining optimal seeding rates throughout the field. Your local Fieldsmart agronomist can help create tailored variable rate prescriptions for your fields based on EM38 soil capacity and variability throughout soil tests. In the end, you'll see higher yields, better grade, uniform maturity throughout the season, which leads to combine ease.
Nutrient uptake can be improved through many different factors. Here we will look into how implementing technology such as section control and variable rate can improve your nutrient uptake. Section control improves placement of inputs and reduces product overlap. In doing this, total amounts of product are decreased and input costs are reduced. An increase in yields can even be seen as the crop competition can be decreased in areas where overlap may have occurred. There is a large opportunity to improve ROI with implementation of section control. Fieldsmart agronomists can help you to determine how much improvement can be made on your farm. Section control can help improve uniformity of your crop by improving the consistency of crop emergence. A more consistently emerged crop will help with maturity at the end of the year. Improving the maturity of your fields may allow you to harvest the entire field earlier, which over the last few years has proven to be necessary. You can be more efficient because there is a reduction in inputs, allowing you to seed more acres each day by not stopping to fill as often. Section command reduces seed and fertilizer input costs, and it improves productivity by minimizing overlap. Individual meter sections control product flow on up to 8 sections. This results in improved consistency of crop maturity as well as consistency during emergence and throughout the growing season. Section control minimizes skips and overlaps while seeding point rows. There are different metering options available depending on the product being used and can be easily changed out to suit your needs. It is important to try to reduce crop competition through section control. As seed density increases, the stand count increases as well. However, the stand establishment drops. The reason for this is that there's crop competition occurring between plants in areas where there's potential for being double seeded. Through section control, the double seeded areas can be reduced and overall stand establishment can be improved. Improved stand will allow for more even development of the crop, allowing operations such as harvest to occur in a more timely manner. Variable rate is the changing of rates of inputs within a field based upon specific parameters. Variable rate improves input efficiency, allowing optimal production from each zone while reducing overapplication. The use of variable rate technology can improve nutrient uptake utilizing the 4 R's: the right source, right rate, right time, and right place. More specifically, variable rate technology impacts the right rate. By using the correct amount of fertilizer, some areas of field may not need elevated levels of fertilizer while others may, and the right place, ensuring the nutrients are available for when the crop needs it. Soils and landscapes can vary spatially within a field, with different areas of the field having varying requirements for nutrients. Although fields may seem like they're uniform, they do in fact have variability throughout. In order to determine that variability, need to determine management zones. There are many different ways to determine management zones, such as soil conductivity, topography, yield, and satellite imagery. Here at Fieldsmart, we recognize that in order for management zones to be more reliable, they need to be based upon consistent field patterns. This is the reason why we use an EM38 and RTK elevation to create maps that incorporate electrical conductivity and elevation. These factors do not change. Once management zones are established, soil sampling occurs. Each zone receives their own soil samples at 0 to 6 and 6 to 24 inch depths. Results are analyzed to determine each zone's production capability, and fertility or seed is planned accordingly. The normal process of applying fertilizer in a uniform rate may be inefficient because it may over-fertilize some areas and under-fertilize others, decreasing efficiency use. Making use of variable rate allows for inputs to be placed in a much more efficient manner. It is much easier to get into variable rate than a person may think. Many different brands of equipment are capable of running variable rate prescriptions. You can talk to your Fieldsmart agronomist to determine if your equipment is capable. For example, John Deere drills that are newer than 2009, equipped with a GS2 or newer monitor, have the ability to run variable rate prescriptions. The John Deere C Series air cart has a cartridge at each tank that effectively meters seed or fertilizer into the primary manifold. Electric actuators control product flow from the tank to the meter housing. The C Series utilizes a B-type air system, capable of 300 pounds per acre fertilizer and 250 pounds per acre seed at 5.5 miles per hour and a 15-degree slope. There are 3 main types of air systems on air seeders. Type A systems use a single meter feeding into one airstream with product being delivered through primary and secondary manifolds. Type B systems use more than 1 meter and have no primary manifold. The product is split through secondary manifolds only. Type C systems, metering is done at the tank for each opener. A B-type system provides even product distribution across the drill with less reliance on air to split the product or many feet of hose running to each opener. Customers need to have the ability to assess if the adoption of variable rate technology is economical on their farm. We work with 2 different ag platforms to suit their needs. Fieldsmart agronomists and customers have the ability to access their data on John Deere Operations Center and the Fieldsmart platform powered by EFC Field Analytics in order to make the informed decisions based upon information that has been collected from their farm. In the development of variable rate prescriptions, Fieldsmart agronomists will work with customers to create learning blocks in order to compare traditional practices to variable rate technology. These are then able to be analyzed to compare differences between the two practices. On the Fieldsmart platform, agronomists are able to develop profit plans. With these, we can take information directly from customer fields in order to assess where opportunities to make changes may lie. Having a thick, more uniform stand will canopy more quickly. This will allow for the crop to have stronger competitive abilities against pests throughout the growing season, which can help improve cleanliness of your fields as well as overall crop health. We will now take a look at ways to improve emergence of your crops. Managing crop residue from previous years can greatly improve yield of your crop. In no-till systems with a 3-inch wide residue-free strip can see a 12% yield benefit with no-till systems over no-till systems without any residue removal. Emergence is improved because the soil is allowed to warm up quicker. When there isn't heavy layers of residue over top the seed row, allowing for a healthier, more vigorous plant to emerge quickly. Helping plants get off to the best start possible is key in order to improve yield. In order to improve emergence, you need to have the ability to penetrate the residue that is there. Using an opener and drills settings to penetrate residue so all the seeds go into the soil and have good seed to soil contact. Ideally, residue is spread evenly across the soil surface during or after harvest. Having a consistent seed depth across the drill is necessary in order to reduce the days to emergence and reduce the seed energy required for emergence. Fieldsmart agronomists will work with you in order to optimize your seeding equipment and check to be sure that you are achieving your desired seeding depth across the entire length of the drill. For example, when seeding canola, the optimum seeding depth is 1/2 to 1 inch depth, depending on the moisture conditions. John Deere equipment achieves consistent seed depth across the drill through its wing flex, which is designed for 15 degrees up and 10 degrees down on all sections of the drill, which allow for better contouring along the ground. In order to help better follow the ground contour, there's a floating hitch and tires within the frame, which greatly improves ground following. TrueSet technology controls, monitors, and allows operators to adjust the desired depth and pressure settings from inside the cab. It is necessary to seed at consistent depth for some drills. The overall average may be 1 inch, but the range could be 0 to 2 inches. The results are highly variable emergence dates and an uneven field. With not all seeding conditions being identical, there is a need to have different opener types to achieve the desired seed depth and consistency for your farm. John Deere has different solutions depending on your needs. Paired row, where side banding seed tubes place the seed on a firm bed of soil and to the side of fertilizer as required. As the seed germinates and begins to emerge, its roots will be 3 to 4 inches deep and into the nutrient zone. Single row, where the crop is able to access the fertilizer when it needs it. Separation is enough to safely keep the seed from burning. A well-prepared seed bed allows for quick emergence and a quicker canopy closure, helping to alleviate some weed pressure. On the air hoe drill, the fertilizer opener doubles as a tillage tool to shatter the hard pan layer for improved root development, water infiltration, and seedbed warmth. Fertilizer placement efficiency has improved by an estimated 7% and has the potential to further improve an additional 14% with broader adoption of precision agriculture technologies. In order to achieve better, more uniform emergence, it is key to limit seed place fertilizer to seed safe rates. Fieldsmart agronomists will work with you to ensure that your fertilizer plans will benefit your crops. Seed place fertilizer can increase seedling mortality. The safest practice is to place only phosphate fertilizer with the seed at rates that are seed safe depending on the crop and seeding conditions. Higher soil moisture can protect seedlings somewhat from higher rates of fertilizer. The John Deere packer wheels are designed to firmly press the fertilizer into the trench and press soil firmly over the seed, with the sides of the packer wheel ensuring good seed to soil contact. Having good seed to soil contact will give plants the most opportunity to take advantage of moisture and nutrients within the soil, which will help improve the ability of the crop to emerge evenly throughout the field. A good point to remember is to seed at slower speeds. Openers tend to throw soil, which can lead to poor seed to soil contact. Slowing down will help ensure smoother, more even rows. The percentage of canola seeds that emerge to form plants in the spring is typically in the range of 50 to 60%, but there are instances where growers have achieved 90% emergence. It is important to know your emergence percentage, and having Fieldsmart agronomists working with you, they can help find this out. If a canola farmer spends $60 per acre on seed, the difference between 50% and 75% emergence can be an immediate $15 per acre increase in the value contribution of that seed investment. Yield potential and predictability drop off with stands of fewer than 4 plants per square foot. A target of 5 to 8 plants per square foot is ideal. With higher emergence rates, canola crops are more likely to achieve this target stand and protect their yield potential. We want to thank you for your time today and hope that these factors to seeding success have provided you with some valuable insights for your farm. Please join us for the live Q&A session or reach out to any of our team members if you have any questions.